Army, and USC. So they have like basically three decent games, three pretty tough games. Everybody else is pretty much just is a cakewalk. But if you're in the SEC and you're playing 8 SEC games this year, and I know you did pay attention to the shows over the last couple weeks, SEC has voted that in 2026 they're going to a 9-team SEC schedule. That's nine teams, 9 SEC games. I think it's awesome. But that and the fact the Big Ten is going to expand their regular season to more Big Ten teams. Could that be the reason that forces Notre Dame? Yes. If they can't start scheduling Power 5 football teams, like good teams to get in that top 12 ranking, then they will. But don't think because they can't get a first round bye that somehow is forcing Notre Dame to now go out there and find a suitor. They still have their NBC money. No, NBC and NBC would have to also be part of this. If the big program stops, like if USC, Texas A&M, what was their other big one that was pretty decent? I just said it and I already forgot it.
I was trying to post your show. I don't know.
Oh, no. Go do your job. Go do you then, man. I'm sorry. I just was saying.
No, I'm done now.
USC and, Florida State. Yeah. So those 3 teams, like if 2 of those say, you know what, we don't want to play Notre Dame, they wouldn't even have the schedule to get up in the top 12 possibly. I don't know. But again, for people coming out there and say that a lot of people came out yesterday, a couple experts, and some this morning were saying that Notre Dame was the big loser in this. And I'm like, no, they're the big winner still. They still get their NBC money. And again, 7 at-large bids. 7 of them. Think about this. We only had 4 and Notre Dame was in there a lot. You know what I mean? Now you got 7. And you're going to take the cream, the very creme de la creme from the top, and they're going to get those 5 spots. At least 4 of them are going to ballers. The other thing we learned yesterday is how the scheduling. So there's not going to be any reseeding. And what do I mean by that? So the first 4, 1 through 4, the top 4 conference champions, according to you're the conference champion and you're the highest ranked, those 4 teams are going to get a bye. Then they're going to seed the rest. So in week 1, you would have 5 play 12, 6 play 11, 7 play 10, 8 play 9. Now, the number 1 team, because they're not reseeding, the number 1 team, the 1 through 14 would know which game that they're playing the next week. They would know exactly their competition, kind of like the NCAA tournament, by the way, and the way they do it. You don't reseed after each round. You're in that bracket. So the 1 would play the winner of which game? That would be the 8-9. The 2 would play the winner of the 7-10 game. The 3 would play the winner of the 6-11 game. You get what I'm saying? And, of course, the 4 would play the winner of the 5-12 game. Now, could a 12 beat a 5 and you have a better seed, like the number 4 team play the 12 team and it's an easier path? Absolutely. But that's just that is the new rules. That's, to me, is pretty fascinating about college football that they are moving here. And then the other thing that's fascinating that I'm going to keep my eye on, you know who's meeting today, don't you?
I do not.
The commissioners. Oh, all the big boys are up there meeting. You know why?
I do
because they got to talk about their new college football playoff committee contracts and where it's going to go from here in the future. Today, and if you were have an opportunity to read The Athletic, they had a really good article that broke down everything that they believe is going to happen. And it's basically, they say that, there's going to be a pretty contentious, like yesterday, unanimous, everybody approves the 5-7 model. Yay. Now we're going to have a little bit of a power structure situation because, Sankey and Petiti, the basically Big Ten and the SEC commissioners who are now basically the dons of college football who have formed this little pack. A lot of people are speculating that today when they go to discuss what's going to go on, that they want some concessions, maybe some financial concessions. Like, hey, the Big Ten and the SEC, we get a bigger split of the college football, the pie, the money. Or they might say, hey, we're guaranteed every single year 3 teams into the college football playoff or something that this thing could be contentious. So we might be talking a lot of college football tomorrow, depending on what comes out of these meetings, as they're basically restructuring. They're just doing the whole a little power shuffle. Put this sucker in words, and like they're going to try to make the Big 12 and the ACC take a smaller share. You just know that's going to happen, or give some type of concessions. And that's going to happen today. So college football, keep your eye out on what's going on in the college football world, because college football, NFL, they rule it all. But we're going to talk a lot of college basketball. I can't wait to get to Dacus about 12 o'clock, break down a lot of stuff that I saw last night. Like when you talk about BYU and your center, what is it, Khalifa? Wiz Khalifa.
Sure.
But what's his first name?
Ali
Khalifa. That's easier for me to, word association, baby.
There you go.
Ali, that dude was, I like what you said when you said to Jokic, but in a college, because my man, they do run their offense through him.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, it's 7 assists, he had 7 boards, he's hitting 3-pointers, he's stretching everything out. But BYU was a pretty good little team. But again, what have I been saying to you that's annoying you? We're going to talk at 12 o'clock that the Big 12. While deadgummit top to bottom, I do agree 100% with Bryant Dacus. Night in and night out, they play the best basketball from top to bottom. But damn it, I don't feel any separation in these teams. All of them are very good, but I just don't see the ceiling that I see from a few other teams in the country and a few other conferences. We'll discuss that. Plus, we got to discuss the SEC and what I saw with Tennessee last night. That was one of the ugliest 10-minute stretches of basketball I've ever seen in my life. Tennessee was so lackadaisical. I got to give Missouri some credit for going out there and fighting. We'll discuss it later. But, man, Tennessee, when they finally woke up, they did what they wanted to do. They took care of business, and they beat Missouri, who, by the way, is now 0-13 in the SEC. Do you know the last time Missouri went winless in a conference?
I don't know.
It was 1906,
Wow.
bro.
Holy cow.
It's been a long damn time or something, man. Like, they were talking about it last night. It's been well over 100 years, and I was like, damn. And they looking like that's where they're headed. They are definitely looking like that. But we had great basketball from the SEC last night. We'll talk about that. And then we got to talk about tonight, because we have Florida and Alabama. It's going to be a hell of a basketball game tonight. A lot of SEC action. Kentucky's on the road playing LSU. Ole Miss is down in Starkville. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Mississippi State, 6.5-point favorite. Both teams 6-6 in the SEC. Both teams fighting for their tournament lives. This one's going to be fascinating. And then Georgia's at Vanderbilt. That one is it was basically a coin flip game. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like Memphis. You don't know which team's going to show up, the good or the bad. We'll talk about a little SEC basketball, talk about some hoops. But on the other side, we got to switch gears. The WWE and, like, UFC are now having babies and stuff. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean by that?
I mean, I'm guessing you're talking about how they are owned by the same people.
Mm-hmm. But now we're already having a little bit of, as we would put it in an analogy, some
cross-pollination.
Cross-pollination, I like that. You get a little crossover. Mm-hmm. We'll discuss that with Dustin Starr on the other side. Don't you dare touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Join the Heindel Center for the Performing Arts for an evening with Cal Ripken Jr. February 22nd and celebrate a true champion. Ironman Cal Ripken Jr. played 2,632 consecutive games for the Baltimore Orioles. This 19-time All-Star, 2-time American League MVP, and Baseball Hall of Fame inductee is a true baseball icon. Get tickets at HeindelCenter.org to see Cal Ripken Jr. 7:30 p.m. Thursday, February 22nd at the Heindel Center for the Performing Arts on the campus of Northwest Mississippi Community College in Senatobia.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know: Binswanger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Binswanger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Binswanger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit binswingerglass.com. Binswanger Glass.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
They say you can't pick the best barbecue in Memphis.
Who is they?
The people that say things.
Like what?
Well, that you can't pick the best barbecue in Memphis.
Well, that's ridiculous. It's Central Barbecue.
Well, I'm telling you, these people said that you can't even say Central Barbecue is the best barbecue in Memphis.
But it is. There's no better slow smoked, perfectly cooked barbecue in Memphis or anywhere else.
Look, I'm just saying that they say.
What else do they say?
Well, that the earth is flat.
You have got to get off of social media.
That's what they say as well.
Memphis basketball is working towards March with 2 big home games coming up. It's a blackout, with the first 3,000 fans receiving a free black T-shirt for the game against Charlotte on Wednesday, February 21st at 7 o'clock. And then a big-time matchup for revenge against Florida Atlantic on Sunday, February 25th at 1 o'clock for the Stripe Out. Limited tickets remain for the Florida Atlantic game. Purchase your tickets at GoTigersGo.com/tickets.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show, right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm pretty fired up, yo. It's a beautiful day. We got Tigers tonight, man. Little Tigers and Charlotte action. Tigers 5.5-point favorite. Charlotte second in the American, 1 game behind South Florida currently. 11-2 in the American as the Tigers sit 7-6. 18-18 on the year, and we know about the trouble and the terrible play they had on Sunday. But we got another chance tonight. It's Wednesday night, beautiful stuff. But tomorrow, you know how excited I am about tomorrow? Spring training. We got spring training baseball starting tomorrow. Plus, if you like the MLB Network like I do, their spring training coverage starts tomorrow. And if you haven't ever watched it, it is like you get up at the crack of dawn and it's MLB. They're out there on site. Spring training coverage all damn day long. Games sprinkled in and out. Man, I don't know. I love this stuff. We got some college basketball, but we also got to talk with Dustin Starr because he's got wrestling information and a little Grizzlies action. But first and foremost, what up, Dustin? How's life, man?
Man, life is awesome, dude. It's actually the All-Star break, so I've had a couple of days off away from the games, Hustle and Grizzlies, and then I was just outside in my backyard.
Because it's beautiful.
Oh, my gosh. I was going to say, Reese the Beast is fixing his toy truck. You know, he gets all his tools and pretends he's working on it and stuff. But we haven't had a chance to do that in a while because it's been rainy or it's been freezing cold or it's been snowing, and now it's like beautiful outside. So, yeah, beautiful day out there.
Man, I know. It really is, and I'm fired up because you won't believe this. But you're gonna be so proud of me because everybody knows Dustin Starr. I mean, you see him at the weather again. Did you hear me talking? Spring training coverage starts tomorrow on MLB Network.
Totally.
We got spring training baseball. Redbirds are coming right down the corner. He'll be at AutoZone Park. He does all the AutoZone Park entertainment. You know he's at the Grizzlies game. This Grizzlies team is so much fun to watch. He's with the hustle. He's all around town. Oh, and by the way, he's the godfather of Memphis wrestling right now.
The godfather of Memphis wrestling. I like that. I'm going to take that.
Dude.
I can't really use Memphis Vince anymore. You know what I mean?
No, you can't. No, you definitely cannot use that.
I didn't use that anyway. That's
But
what some of the guys.
by the way,
that's what they would say.
That is funny. But the funny thing is though, I got to tell you, because you're gonna be so proud of me, and that was the whole point. Because we got all these things going on, but I've made myself a little bit aware of something. I heard that like the WWE and UFC are having a baby because like during the whatever this wrestling event that just happened, which one just happened?
It was Raw. They just had Raw. You talking about the guy calling out Conor McGregor?
Jorge Masvidal, I believe.
Man.
Calling out Conor McGregor on WWE Raw or whatever it is, man. That was like, I was like, whoa, that was on SportsCenter.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised. Okay, I don't know if you'll believe this or not, but like, they're two totally different audiences. UFC and pro wrestling are pretty much two different audiences. You'll have a little bit of a crossover, but believe it or not that much. And so I was actually surprised that the crowd, which was sold out, by the way,
they went crazy.
Anaheim, California, they went crazy. It was like they knew. So I think that WWE was smart in that by using Conor McGregor's name. Because everybody's heard of Conor McGregor, kind of like Ronda Rousey. Everybody's heard the name Ronda Rousey. So they were smart. Because, just to be honest with you, I wasn't familiar with the fighter that called out Conor. But when he mentioned Conor McGregor, immediately everybody knew what he was talking about.
Your ears perk up.
Yeah, and then for it to hit SportsCenter, that gives a good marketing rub for WWE as well as UFC. And then it also kind of plants the seed. Like, you don't know if you're going to see another UFC fighter in the wrestling ring. Because we've had Brock Lesnar, we've had Bobby Lashley, we've had Ronda Rousey, and now Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey were two of the biggest superstars in the history of combat sports. On both ends. So, like, that's a legit thing. So, just imagine the money that they'll make if Conor McGregor ever decided to do a match at WrestleMania or whatever.
I'm just telling you, like, I was going to say, I feel like there's going to be a whole more I love the way Degas put it, a little cross-pollination. Because you talk about the UFC guys that might come do the wrestling events. But, bro, there's some of those big dudes you never know who might also want to, like, hop up in the octagon.
Like Brock. Like Brock Lesnar did. Like Bobby Lashley did. Yeah, Bobby Lashley was with Strikeforce. Now, anytime you watch a UFC pay-per-view, you would always see The Undertaker or John Cena or Vince McMahon, or you'd see all these different wrestlers from WWE sitting around the octagon in the cage. And, they'd put the camera on them and they would acknowledge them. But before they were partnered up, it was almost like Dana White was trying to be very careful, to not make the fans think that this is predetermined or whatever entertainment like WWE. So they were always very careful about it for a while. But I think now with them being partnered and owned by the same company, man, the gloves are off. There's no telling what we might see. Seriously, I mean, I never thought we'd see Ronda Rousey in a wrestling ring all those years ago, and then we did, and she was gangbusters.
Yeah, she was tearing it up. Man,
so yeah, there's a lot of money they're going to make, Johnny. We're in the wrong business. Well, maybe I'm in the right business.
No, I was getting ready to say, what are you talking about, homie? Man, now, speaking of wrestling and everything, because that was the biggest news that caught my eye, because I was like, whoa. Because my first initial thought is to how you were saying how they wanted to keep that so separate. My first thought was, if he's calling out Conor McGregor like that, it was like, is Conor McGregor, is that basically like kind of a foreshadowing that soon he is going to join over the WWE when his fighting career's over? I mean, that would be pretty big news.
Yeah, you planted. There's definitely some seeds planted, and you never know what might happen. Another thing that UFC and WWE are going to start doing a lot more of is running shows and events in the same city on the same weekend. So, whether you have a Saturday, Sunday, kind of like WrestleMania. WrestleMania is a 2-day event that they will literally take over a city and sell every single seat and then some. and make a ton of money for the city and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But imagine if it's UFC like on a Friday night or on a Saturday night and WWE on a Sunday, and they did these two
my goodness,
two events together, like super events. And I believe that's going to happen too. So this partnership with UFC or TKO purchasing WWE, it's brand new, really. So there's no telling what we're going to see. WWE Raw has kind of turned into almost like the production of it looks like it's an ESPN show, kind of like you see them walking in more, almost like watching basketball on ESPN, where you see, Wemby walking in with his headset on or his headphones on and carrying his bag. They're doing the same thing with WWE. It looks really cool. So they're kind of like, they're just changing it just ever so slightly to make it better. So moving forward, there's no telling what we'll get.
Man.
And this is the first WrestleMania. Okay, so this is going to be the 40th WrestleMania. This will be the first one without a McMahon, without Vince.
So
Stephanie's not there, Vince is not there, Shane is not there. I believe Linda is not there because the company sold. So this is the first ever WrestleMania without Vince McMahon.
Okay, that's wild. Number one,
wow,
about it.
Yeah.
But man, you talk about how bad you have to step in it to have something, man, to lose it, man. Vince, you stepped in it.
Well, yeah, he stepped in it pretty bad. It sounds like
he stepped in it for a long time. It took a long time to get they didn't even knock the turd off his shoe for 4 decades.
Johnny, you know as well as I do, man. He was not the only one that knew about this stuff.
Oh, heck.
So these stories are going to come out. More people are going to come out. There's no telling what other wrestlers or executives there's even been question, is Triple H, did Triple H know any of this was going down? Did anybody else participate in this stuff? Brock Lesnar's name was mentioned. Vince McMahon, of course, is mentioned. So who else? What else? The rumor is that Shane stepped away years ago because of stuff like this. So, it's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. All over the internet, they're saying that anybody that was in the McMahon regime is going to be gone soon enough. So, WWE or TKO has a lot of little things to clean up at WWE, but also WWE's business is just absolutely on fire. So, hopefully, most everybody did the right thing.
Terrible. This is going to sound absolutely terrible, and it's terrible for Vince. But all this stuff that's come out, it's amazing how it hadn't affected the brand in any way, and almost it feels like it's kind of helped in just the marketing ploy.
Yeah, almost like Vince is gone now. Thank goodness Vince is gone.
It's
all the diehard
fans.
It's going to be better without him. Yeah. No, I think it's kind of crazy. And also, being a small business owner here, Memphis Championship Wrestling LLC, what have you, I'm just thinking, how did Vince spend all that money and it never affected his company? Like WWE, for him to spend $20 million on DNA or hushing people up or whatever you want to call it, and the company never suffered? Holy cow!
Yeah.
And people knew, so that's going to come out is who knew, because people did know. There's no way that he was the only one that knew all of this stuff.
Oh, man, WWE is wild. But first, man, not first, but secondly, I got to get over to you, man, what y'all were doing. How was it? How was Sunday? What's going on? Tell me what's going on with Memphis Wrestling, man.
Brother, we're wild in a whole different type of way. I'm telling you, man, we had the place, every seat sold for our 3-year anniversary at Super Bout 3. It was off the chain. The fans were chanting, thank you. And I'm like, no. Thank you, because you guys made it happen. It was awesome. Everybody showed up for us. It was just a lot of fun, and it'll air at the beginning of March, so you'll be able to see our Super Bout 3 coming up in March. And then also this Saturday, we're live in Strayhorn, Mississippi. We're going to do a big fundraiser. Man, they actually had me out at the school the other day, and I went from class to class and was able to talk to all the students about Memphis Grizzlies basketball, Memphis Redbirds baseball, and Memphis wrestling coming to Strayhorn on Saturday. So this weekend's going to be lit.
Damn, man, you are tearing it up. So this weekend you're doing the fundraiser, and how many times you've done this fundraiser?
This will be the second time in Strayhorn. So, we've been doing this about 3 years. So a lot of the places that we've been, we're circling back around to the second time because the first time was awesome. So I know the second time's going to be even better. We have ringside seats, general admission, benefits, proceeds, Strayhorn, the Strayhorn band. it was very cool looking. They sent me pictures of the props and stuff that they got for the band last year from the fundraiser, and then they actually won some awards and stuff for their band because of that. So we're looking forward to going out and helping this year. Once again, this Saturday, we're going to open the doors at 5. We have a meet and greet at 6, and then 7 p.m. bell time. The gun show is in the house. The master of Fat Jitsu, K. Toomer, will be there. Tag team champions, women's champion. We're bringing everybody out to Strayhorn on Saturday.
Man, that sounds like that's going to be a hell of an event. So last Sunday, everything was off the chain with Super Bouts. This Saturday, you're going to be in Strayhorn, Mississippi, doing the fundraiser. You've done fundraisers for baseball teams, bands, you name it, you've done it. And now, when's the next time, though, we have a little studio taping?
So March the 10th, we've got AEW superstar, the Murder Hawk Monster, coming back, Lance Archer. And you know, Johnny, that when Lance Archer comes, everybody dies.
So
that's going to be a lot of fun. Lance Archer is like, I don't know,
wild,
6'10", and 275, 300 pounds. He's a monster. He comes in and kicks everybody's ass.
6'10", 275 pounds.
He's got to be. I mean, he's like almost 7 feet tall.
Hell.
This big, huge guy that's going to come in and just beat everybody up.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! You got everything going on over there now. Are you ready to get back to the Grindhouse?
Yes, it was actually kind of cool getting a little All-Star break, a couple days off, because remember when the ice came, we had 7 games in 8 days. And then I remember having like 4 out of 5 next, and then we had 3 home games last week. And so, I'm not complaining anything. I'd do it every single day if I could, but it is kind of nice to be able to just chill and not have to go anywhere for 1 or 2 nights out of the week.
Yeah, so
but I am ready. Was it Friday?
I was going to say you're back at it Friday, and the Clippers are coming to town.
Oh, man, we always like to beat the Clippers. Now, look, man, the Grizzlies, if you're sleeping on us because we got our guys out, don't do that.
No, that's what I was going to say. The last game that people saw, number one, the last 2 games they beat the Rockets, but then the last one, they beat the Bucks, and G.G. Jackson, my man Vince Williams Jr., hell, Zaire came to the damn party and went ham.
My goodness, yeah. It was absolutely insane. I was going to say, do not sleep on the team. If you like fun basketball, I mean, the tickets are probably cheaper now than they were last year. So go ahead and get a ticket and come out and root on the Grizzlies. I've been seeing G.G. Jackson, Vince. I've been seeing a lot of these guys at the Hustle, all season long. And to see them go and do as well as they're doing, at the NBA level, that is.
Did you know G.G. was going to be this cold?
Well, now I look at G.G. and I go, man, that's a physical specimen right there. He's jacked. He's tall. I mean, he moves well. Okay, so if he can shoot the ball, he's going to be good.
Quick
shot, he's lighting it up. So I will say I probably saw what everybody else saw. Big dude that looks like a basketball player. Can he shoot? And then he could, so that's awesome.
Man, dude, everything's going well. The weather's absolutely beautiful. You got a little bit of break. The Grizzlies are back in action. The Tigers are and tonight they're back. The Grizzlies are back Friday. It's the Clippers.
So I've been hearing a lot about the Tigers.
Man,
going
it's
out
not
to the
very
game?
good, is it?
No, it's not, dude. Devin Walker, we do the podcast together, me and Devin, the Grind City Wrestling podcast. So he said, man, I got to go see. I got to go support.
He also tears it up on Twitter, by the way.
He totally does.
Good God.
Be on lookout for his tweets tonight because he'll be at the game, and sometimes he can be ruthless. It depends.
No, but he's always funny. I got to give him. He's always funny, man. But man, so yeah, he's kind of kept you in on what's going on with this Tigers team, huh? It's not been good, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have some matches out at the Wrestle Center tonight, and so I was inviting a couple of our friends to come out and watch the next crop. It'll be coming up on TV at some point. And he said, man, I got to go to the Tigers game. I said, brother, you're dedicated. I said, no kidding. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying. It's a tough time right now. It's a tough time.
Hey, my man, like what happened on Sunday was just one of the most difficult things I've ever seen. Like watching that Tigers team was like, I mean, there's been points where they made me nauseous. Like it was so bad that I just was like how bad can it get? Like how bad can it really get? And it got worse than I expected.
In true Memphis fashion, they'll go on to win the tournament and get into March Madness, right?
That would be just like a great wrestling story.
That's the equivalent of Penny pulling down the strap, like Jerry Lawler at the Coliseum, pulling down the strap, kicking some butt in the tournament, and then making it to March Madness. How awesome would that be?
Oh, that would be great.
You heard it here, folks. I booked it.
It's Dustin Starr. My man takes care of the wrestling. He takes care of the Grizz, the hustle. He takes care of everything in the Mid-South. Follow him on Twitter at Dustin Starr. Hopefully Penny pulls the strap tonight, 7 o'clock from FedEx Forum. Don't forget your Grizzlies are back in action Friday against the Clippers. Dustin, man, enjoy this weather. Enjoy a little bit of time off. Have fun with your fundraiser. Where's it at again? Strayhorn, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Strayhorn High School.
Man, be blessed, Holmes.
Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
That is my buddy Dustin Starr. One thing about Dustin Starr, you always notice, Dake, is he's always dressed very well.
Oh, absolutely.
His hair's always perfectly coiffed. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And his whole family's always like looking beautiful. You know why? Because they shop at Frontier Western Store. They go down to 58 Gibbon Road down in Olive Branch. Why? Because they have a beautiful, beautiful women's boutique. You know Dustin's got to take care of Maria. Maria likes to look good. They got her covered from head to toe. They can have your lady covered from head to toe. He's got kids off the frame, man. They got a kids department, children's department. Also, they got you covered, man. They got boots, Western boots, work boots, square-toed boots, pointy boots, boots you can stick probably a knife in the little pocket right down in there. You know, whoa, I got excited about the knife. But no, they got everything. They even have those Hey Dude shoes. They will have you with all the fashions. If you need some, T-shirts and hats and some pants and some shorts and some spring fashions, they got everybody covered at Frontier Western Store. They have all the brands. They have from Ariat to Wrangler and everything in between. Check them out at 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch, or check them out online at frontierwesternstore.com. Back into Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on Carol. She's more focused on hitting a high note than the car in front of her. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with DriveWise from Allstate.
Not available in Alaska or California, subject to terms and conditions. Rates are determined by several factors, which vary by state. In some states, participation in DriveWise allows Allstate to use your driving data for purposes of rating. While in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Generally, safer drivers will save with DriveWise. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet piquilla peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finish with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
For John's 60th birthday, his family planned to drive down Old Route 66. But the trip took a detour when his wife got sick with RSV. It's a highly contagious virus that can lead to breathing problems and hospitalizations.
This year, we don't want to cancel our plans. We're protecting ourselves with Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo, respiratory syncytial virus vaccine.
Abrysvo, a vaccine to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. It's not for everyone and may not protect all who receive it. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had an allergic reaction to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may decrease your response. Most common side effects are tiredness, headache, injection site pain, and muscle pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-844-989-7284 or visit abrysvo.com.
So don't wait. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo, because every breath matters.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Hanging out with my buddy Brian Dacus. A little bit fired up, man, on the other side here in just a few minutes, man. We get to break down a little college basketball. What we saw last night, what we're going to see tonight. A lot of good action on the slate. Of course, you've got Charlotte playing Memphis tonight, 7 o'clock from FedEx Forum. Tigers 5.5-point favorite. Total 146.5. We will see a lot of SEC action as well. In fact, man, like one of the best matchups and most exciting matchups tonight could be the Florida-Alabama game. Alabama an 8.5-point favorite at home, 10-2 in the SEC. Florida now in the top 25. They're currently at 24th, 8-4 in the SEC. Should be a hell of a game. Then again, we got a lot of pretty good damn games tonight. I'm excited to see. But, you know, last night we saw UConn, the number one team in the country, get just beat up by Creighton. My man Ashworth, little homie, was hitting shots from all over the place. Did you know that he's only missed 5 free throws, by the way, this whole entire season?
How about that?
Dude, my man can shoot. He's only missed 5 free throws the whole season. He missed 2 last night. And they still won the game by 19 points.
Yeah.
Creighton was just on. They held UConn to 29 points in the first half. And, I mean, I like what my man said last night. Basically, like he just came out and owned it. And I mean owned it. He just said, we couldn't coach. They couldn't. They didn't come to play. We got to coach better. We got to play better. We got to do everything better. We didn't get them prepared. I didn't play. I didn't coach well. Nobody did this. Dan Hurley just basically said they weren't ready, and they didn't look like they were ready. But also Creighton, who only scored, 48 points in their first matchup?
Yeah.
Total. Had 43 points in the first half. They just got blitzed.
And our boy Mason Miller had a good game.
Man.
He played really well.
Dude, was there anybody for Creighton who didn't have a good game?
Good point. Really good point.
I mean, like that. Talk about a team that was on. And I also have to say I liked what, Coach McDermott said after the game. You know, that's a really good basketball team. And they played, they just weren't on tonight. But, he also did say, we're a pretty damn good basketball team, too. You just, like, what they got going over in the Big East is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I like Big East basketball a lot. Really good teams in the Big East.
And just the way they play, the big men, the way they move, everybody's surrounded by shooters. There's a lot of action. Like the Big East is the best coached conference in the country.
I agree.
I think that they play the best brand of basketball.
No, it's loaded in terms of coaches.
I mean, damn, man. When I'm watching Big East basketball, now Rick Pitino and what we saw with the second half of St. John's the other night, that was just, like he said, his players are slow and not any good and very athletic and just terrible. That was great.
You see one of West Virginia's players last night. He had transferred from Iona, and he was talking about how he was like, yeah, he was really nice in his press conference. I mean, the things that he would say to us in practice, 10 times worse than what he said the other day. He goes, one time I missed a shot at practice or something like that, and he came over to me and told me that if I ever did something like that again, he would chop me up into 7 pieces and ship me back to Detroit or Houston or wherever the F I'm from. And something like that. And that he said he started laughing because it was funny. And he goes, "Are you effing laughing at me, son?" And he goes, no, coach, I'm not laughing at you." He goes, "That's just who he is. He just loves to win and hates losing." And he goes, he loves all his players, but man, when he loses games, he hates it more than anything.
Man, I'm just going to say I love coaches like that.
Yeah.
I love it because, a lot of times, and I'm going to be honest, I mean, I was the kind of guy that I needed every once in a while a swift kick in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
But damn, dude, over there in the East, what they're doing, UConn went down, but Marquette got smoked by UConn, and then Creighton smoked UConn. It's just a fun conference to watch with basketball. Plus, I've been doing pretty well when I'm betting, actually, for some reason, the Big East. Like Seton Hall, you know what it is, basically? I just remembered. I'm down 19 points. I got Seton Hall, and they come back and win the game. Those are just dreamy games. On the other side, we got hoops, we got Hardwood, and so much more. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdingers. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdingers, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdingers offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Hi, it's The Herd. Get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers who deposit $5 or more can get a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 back in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, 90 seconds. Use the code HERD, H-E-R-D, new customers. Get a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 if your first bet loses. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. Code is HERD. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. One no-sweat bet per new customer issued is one bonus bet based on amount of initial losing bet. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/promos for deposit, wagering, and eligibility restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Most shoppers today fall into one of two categories. You could be like Dave, who settles for nothing but the finest.
I drive only European luxury sedans, wear the finest Italian leather shoes, my shirts are custom made, and I expect white glove service from those I do business with. I appreciate world-class brands, and at this point in my life, I just don't want to compromise on quality, no matter what I buy.
Or you might be like Steve, whose goal is to always get the best deal.
I'm frugal. I'm all about finding value. I want the best price, and I don't mind going out of my way to get it. I work hard for my money, and I just want to make sure when I buy something, I can have confidence in knowing I'm not overpaying for it. Stop being cheap, it's being smart.
You never see these two guys in the same store, except for one.
That's why I shop at Genesis Diamonds.
Genesis Diamonds is that rare shopping experience where you can have it all. Uncompromising luxury and unbeatable value, exceptional service, and the guaranteed best price in America. A premium experience and a smart purchase. This is where the best of all worlds come together. Genesis Diamonds, Memphis's direct diamond importer at Poplar and Perkins Extended.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on Carol. She's more focused on hitting a high note than the car in front of her. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with DriveWise from Allstate.
Not available in Alaska or California, subject to terms and conditions. Rates are determined by several factors, which vary by state. In some states, participation in DriveWise allows Allstate to use your driving data for purposes of rating. While in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Generally, safer drivers will save with DriveWise. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's leap year, so jump into big savings at Gossett Kia on the Pike. New 2024 Kia Forte LXS gets 41 MPG, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. How about 7-passenger seating? Get 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing. All 36-month lease, and don't forget, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So call Bobby J to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee. Forte RE 722-812, MSRP 21,590. Sorrento PG 242710, MSRP 33,010. Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38,705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Bryant Dacus is hanging out with me. It is a beautiful Wednesday in the Mid-South, and I mean absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? We got some basketball tonight. Tigers play Charlotte. We got baseball starting tomorrow, spring training. MLB Network's coverage of spring training starts tomorrow. If you haven't been watching MLB Network, man, start tomorrow. You'll love it. Fired up about it. Spring training games start tomorrow. NBA Grizzlies back on Friday. Got the Clippers in the house. A lot of stuff going on. Plus, we have men's college basketball. Got some pretty good games tonight. If you want to watch that Illinois the Illinois team with the really bad kid on the team, what's his name again?
Who are we talking about again?
The bad team, the bad kid for Illinois.
Bad kid for Illinois. Like bad as in a player?
Like, yeah, doesn't he have some bad charges?
Oh, bad as in a person. Terrence Shannon Jr., yeah, he's being accused of rape.
Yeah. If you want to watch how they treat people, they treat them pretty good. They're playing tonight on the Big Ten Network. They're a 7.5-point favorite against Penn State. We got a lot of great college basketball. The Florida-Alabama game. We're going to break all these things down. We're about to talk a lot of college hoops, a lot of stuff that we saw last night. But I'm very fired up about baseball. I know that you might not be as fired up as I am, but dude, tomorrow again.
Me?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, I was about to say baseball is my favorite sport. I would say
baseball. I love baseball. This time of the year too, I get so excited because the weather's getting nice. I know March is right around the corner. We're going to get the conference tournaments, the March Madness. The opening day is going to be here before you know it. fantasy baseball drafts. I think studying for your fantasy baseball draft might be the most fun thing in the world. I might sound like a complete nerd. I don't know. Probably, but I love it. But I will tell you one person in baseball who's not very happy.
Who's that?
Rafael Devers. He has ticked the bleep off. He has completely called out the front office pretty much. He came out there and, everybody's getting ready for spring training. And he made it clear that he doesn't think that their franchise, that their front office is doing anything to really improve the roster. It didn't do enough over the winter. But he also made me really kind of laugh at the way he put it. He said, he's like, the front office, they need to make adjustments to help us, the players, be in a better position to win. Everybody in this organization wants to win. We as players want to win. I think they need to make an adjustment to help us win. Then he realized what he was saying. He's like, I'm not saying that this team isn't okay right now, though. We're really good right now, but they need to be conscious of what our weaknesses are and what we need, going forward. Look, Rafael had a great year. Devers went 33 bombs. Here it is, 100 RBIs. 271. They play in an AL loaded East. I don't know if you realize this, people, but Baltimore is for real. You know what I'm saying? Have you been paying attention? Baltimore is going to be good this year. The Yankees, they're always the Yankees. They went out and got this year?
Soto.
Juan Soto.
And they might get Blake Snell.
Left-handed bat with the shortest right field in baseball. Think about that. Dude's going to hit so many bombs. Now, Aaron Judge, by the way, I don't know if you heard this. Speaking of, opening day in spring training, he said his toe from last year is going to take constant, that they're going to constantly have to keep that, working on his toe, that this is something that's going to bother him.
The rest of his career.
Going forward. Now, MLB Network tonight, if you want to see the top 10 players, they have that, their unveiling of the top 10 players in baseball is going to be unveiled tonight. I don't think Judge has been named, has he?
I don't know, but I haven't been following.
I've been following it. I haven't seen him. I'm just telling you, trying to give you a chance to talk now. And I'm just telling you, with this toe injury, does it not change really his ceiling after hearing this yesterday?
It's a good question.
I mean, if this is something, now he had a great season last year. What he did the year before, that's still unbelievable. Aaron Judge is great. But damn, man, a toe injury, something you're going to constantly have to work with. We'll keep an eye on that. But talking baseball, the one who's not happy, again, is Rafi Devers. And I had to go look up to make sure I wasn't crazy. They weren't very good last year, but they made a few changes. But he's definitely right. I don't think this is a team that's going to really able to be competing. If you remember Tyler O'Neill for the Cardinals, he'll be out there in left field playing for Boston. They got him in a trade. You got who else did they bring in? They brought Vaughn Grisham in to play second base. That's
Vaughn Grisham.
That's nothing. He could not even play with Atlanta. You know what I mean? No. They're going to have cleanup. It looks like probably Trevor Story. That's not. I mean, Trevor Story was great in Colorado a while ago. I mean, he's not scared. Jalen Duren's from center field. He's going to be their leadoff hitter. Now, Yoshida, he'll be their DH. He can pop. But when you go look at that team, it's definitely not the scariest lineup. I guess Connor Wong's going to be playing catcher. Man, they just don't have anything that's kind of scary. And then you look at what they went out and got. Their off-season pickups for their terrible pitching staff was Lucas Giolito. Every year we have in the fantasy circles people talking about how great Lucas Giolito is going to be this year. Oh, this is the year he's going to put it together. This is the year that Lucas, man, please. Lucas ain't ever going to get it done. I mean, my man's been in service since 2012, and we've been waiting on him for too damn long. It ain't happening. But he's their number one. Nick Pivetta, their number two. Heck, this is not a good pitching staff. It's not a scary lineup. And Kenley Jensen is their closer. You know how old that man is?
Hey, he's old.
I mean, damn, yeah, he got 32 saves last year, but I don't want my closer with the ERA north of 4, and his was 4.16.
Not at all.
Man, just it's not going to be really good in that tough division, but I will tell you this. Bryant Dacus, we are going to be talking some baseball this year.
Absolutely.
And I am extremely excited about it. And have you looked at some of, like, just kind of, have you seen, like, is there anything that just absolutely you're excited about? And I know I'm just asking you off the cuff, but, like, is there any offseason move that you're just like, damn, other than, of course, Shohei to the Dodgers and everything that the Dodgers brought over, but is there something like you're like, man, that might change the trajectory of this team?
Now, I can't think of any off the top of my head. No, I'm just ready to watch some baseball.
Well, you get it tomorrow, man. Get ready.
That's
Get
right.
up in the morning. Got a little baseball going on. I'm fired up. Now, I got to get to college basketball. Last night, watching Tennessee play Missouri, wow, that Missouri team is not any good. And Dalton Connect did not play. That Tennessee had the worst first half I have ever seen. Like, it was there. I thought really there was a lid on the basket, or both teams were point shaving. You know that the halftime score was 26-29, Missouri up by 3 at half.
Yeah.
26 points. You're telling me all Tennessee could score? Dalton Connect had only 2 points in that game. My goodness, they were terrible. Ziegler was playing awful. Like, the whole team was terrible. It was weird. And then, then Adu, whatever, man. Like, he goes crazy and starts grabbing some boards and throwing some balls down and blocking a bunch of shots. And the Connect starts hitting a couple threes, drains 3 of them in the second half. And then Tennessee waltzes to a 5-point win. They did not cover the spread. They did not look good. And for about 30 minutes, that game was kind of a little bit scary. I was thinking to myself, damn, Tennessee, are they actually going to lose this? Like, is Missouri going to be 0-12 and then beat big, bad Tennessee?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
It would have been nuts. But then Tennessee kind of woke up, decided they know what they're doing. They locked them down on defense, and then they just started getting the ball to Dalton Connect, and he just started making it rain, getting to the rack, just doing everything. And that damn Tennessee team is so freaking good when they want to be. But that's also a team that can look very disinterested in playing basketball. And last night, for the first 10 minutes, that was a team that looked like they almost thought they were just going to sleepwalk. And again, this is a program that's never had a team in the Final Four. You've got to be careful on that stuff. I mean, they didn't. I have to look at this real quick because I'm telling you, I don't believe that they scored 15 points in the first 5 minutes, either team combined. It was the lowest scoring first half I have ever seen. In fact, yes, here we go. I finally found that little thing that tells me the time and all that good stuff. All right, so it was... it was 6-2 with 12 minutes left in the first half. That's 8 points in the first 8 minutes of the ball game. 8 points in the first 8 minutes of a basketball game.
Wow.
I watched the final 46 seconds in one game last night where they scored 9.
Yeah.
Damn Fallon getting my unders to be overs, losing games with me in 9 minutes and 42 seconds. I was so mad last night. But there's Tennessee, like, when they want to play, they're awesome. But sometimes they just kind of seem lackadaisical. But like, when they want to, they can beat you in so many ways because Dalton Connect is probably the best, like, one-on-one. If you need a dude to go get a bucket, he can get to the rack. He's got good enough handles to get around almost anybody and get to the rack, and he's very effective. He also can pull up for the mid-range game. His shot is ridiculous. He's so much bigger than you think. And his three-point shot, he is deadly from anywhere. And it is quick. It is extremely quick. But then they got dudes coming in there. They got full-grown monsters down there. Like, Tennessee's got some monsters. And then Ziegler, he might be the littlest point guard. But he is the quickest little dude, and he stays in front of everybody. And he is one hell of a defender. He can also hit the three. When he's not running around and disinterested like he was in the first 10 minutes, you saw him in the stretch when he wanted to get out and go. He's got vision all over the place, and he gets it to those bigs right around that rack, and he just sets up simple dunk after dunk after dunk. Man, I'm impressed with that Tennessee team. But what happened to UConn last night was they just got blitzed.
Sure did.
And I'll say that one kid, that little Ashworth kid, when he's hot, he can hit. But it's creating a team that actually kind of does like scare you. Like, this isn't a team that I don't think can put 6 consecutive wins together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they have got to shoot 40% from 3 to beat you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have to have their shooters on. And that's kind of one thing that I was always wondering, like, that's the thing about the tournament. Like, Tennessee, and the reason I feel like the SEC, and I'm going to this, I'm about to go on the conference thing. I feel like when I look at the SEC, I see so many teams that can beat you in so many ways. Whereas, like the Big 12, Houston has to play great defense and Shed has to get off. Kansas has to get 20 and 10 from Hunter Dickinson. There's like every team that I watch. Iowa State, Iowa State's just kind of a little bit of a complete team, actually. Like, they're just kind of good at a little bit of everything. I got to give them a little credit on that. Like, they can beat you in a few different ways. But I don't feel like they have the athletes that I see at some of the programs like Tennessee, at Alabama, at Auburn, at Kentucky. And I sound like an SEC homer. But again, when I go over and look in North Carolina, I just can't stand 2 little 6-foot guards being on the court at the same time and being, and one of them is so ball dominant. I love RJ Davis. Is he great? But are those other guys at the big point of a ball game going to be able to step up? Because I don't know. I really don't. And then Duke, I still haven't figured Duke out. I think they're better than North Carolina. Do you think they're better than North Carolina? Do you think they're the best team in the ACC?
I really like North Carolina. I like Duke too. I think they're both. I think you could be interchangeable, and they, I can make a case for both being the best team.
I don't know, man. It's just like North Carolina is so dependent on one man, and Baycott, I just don't think is a smart basketball player.
Baycott's starting to put it together.
And then he's starting to put it together. Man, how long has he been in North Carolina to put it together?
Well, and that's really who is, this team is relying on. I mean, RJ Davis
is going to do his.
But if you
ain't getting 20 points from RJ Davis, right, you're in serious trouble with scoring.
Right, and he's starting to put together, I think, 5 straight double-doubles over his last 5 games. So he's starting to put it together and kind of coming around, and that could be massive for North Carolina.
I just kind of look at the Duke team and feel like the players, like they got dudes that, who was it, McCain?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, he had 30 some odd?
He had like 7 threes in the first half. I don't remember his exact line, but yeah, it was a really good game from him.
Like you have the big dude down low. You have guys that can actually hit shots on the perimeter. I mean, Kyle Filipowski, he's ridiculous. Roach is out there playing sick defense on anybody who's handling the basketball. The Proctor kid's pretty damn good. Like, they got some real good guards. And when you have like 3-4 real good guards, 1 or 2 forwards, and a beast in Kyle Filipowski, like, that wins in college basketball, especially the way that John Shire coaches and has them sharing the basketball. Like, I just like this Duke team better than North Carolina.
Mm.
Like, I feel like they have the higher ceiling. Mm. But when I look at the Big 12, like, I feel like I can tell you who the best team is in each.
Who's the better conference, ACC or the Big 12?
Big 12 by 4.
Okay, I was
not even close. These are they. By the way, I'm going to be honest with you. The ACC, like, how few teams are going to come out of that bad boy?
Well, but if you're grading it based on how far teams go, and you really
I'm grading it on how far teams are going. I like Duke, but I don't think North Carolina is somebody who's going to go very far. Again, I don't like the 2 small guards. I don't trust Baycott. I just don't trust that team. Man, and I think about it all the time. How good is Hubert Davis as a basketball coach? he had that hell of a run, and then the team the very next year completely fell apart. Now the team, it feels like they peaked a little bit early. And again, they're so reliant on what RJ does. Like, I don't know if, in those pressure moments, is he that dude who's going to step up and, call the great inbounds play? Throw him in the right defense? Or is he just going to, is he a guy who's going to call a timeout and run a play? Or is, in the final 15 seconds, just going to let the guys and see if the guys can go out there and get it done? I don't know. I'm still not, he's very early in his career, so we'll see with that. But, yeah, the SEC, I don't know who's the best. Nate Oates has got his Alabama team playing like they're out of control. Like, who's the best team in the SEC?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I think right now you would probably say I don't know. It could be anybody. I think Alabama certainly has the case.
I was
Tennessee
listening to Dave. He's in love with Kentucky.
I love Kentucky.
You love Kentucky too? And again, this is a
Kentucky
team that lost 3 games in a row to Rupp Arena, something Billy Gillespie's never done. Something I don't believe has ever happened in Kentucky history. This Kentucky team did that, and they're 8-4, 4 losses in the SEC. But again, they got enough depth and they are healthy and they got one of the fastest guards in the world and a couple bigs who can step out and drain some threes. I like them. South Carolina Gamecocks, not scared of them, but I feel like they are, for a team that I know that's going to get in the tournament out of the SEC, I feel like they have the lowest ceiling. I don't expect much out of them, but they can come up there and bite you every once in a while. That Gator team's starting to look pretty damn good to me.
They are.
We're going to see what happens tonight against Alabama. Tennessee scares the hell out of me. Auburn and Bruce Pearl, when they put it together, I think when they put it together, they have the deepest team in the SEC. And, when they're hitting their threes, they are a handful. Damn, and we got Ole Miss and Mississippi State fighting for their damn lives tonight down in Starkville.
They are.
Man, that SEC's loaded, bro. By the way, Texas A&M, did you see how embarrassed they should be? Texas A&M, you should be embarrassed. You got beat by Arkansas last night. Did you see that? Yeah. On your home court, bro. What the hell happened to this A&M squad that was supposed to be good this year?
A lot of people said it could win the SEC this year.
Hell yeah, they did. They also said the player of the year was in the SEC, and it was not. They weren't saying Dalton Connect. They were saying Wade Taylor IV. And Wade Taylor IV ain't done jack. What happened to A&M, man?
That's a good question.
They are terrible. I can't believe Arkansas beat them. I'm so glad I didn't touch that game. But we're going to touch some games tonight. There's a lot of good action tonight against Alabama. We talked about Florida. We're going to get into it. Don't forget, there's going to be college football probably coming down the pipe. I'm sure, Brett, if anything does break today with the College Football Playoff Committee, because, again, yesterday they voted unanimously for the 5-4 model. Top 5 conference champs with the highest ranked team will move on. They're the automatic qualifiers for the college football playoff. Then you have 7 at-large teams. That is correct. 7 at-large teams. That'll make your 12. And then the top 4 ranked teams, of course, that are conference champs, which basically means the ACC, the SEC, the Big Ten, and the Big 12 champion will get a first-round bye. The 5th seed through the 12th seed will play in the first week with the top 4 highest seeds hosting the college football playoff on their campus, which will be awesome. Now, I also heard some things where people are going, well, during the college football playoff, the kids are going to be off on Christmas break. They're going to be back home. Dude, if their football team is playing and hosting a college football playoff game, they're going to be on campus, and they're going to be at that damn game. That's just the way. Would you not be? Are you choosing home, and you're a college kid, or are you choosing a college football playoff championship game?
Probably the playoff game.
That's right, man. I'm just going to tell you right now. I love my daughter, Savannah. She loves me. We're great. But she's choosing, instead of coming home for the holidays, she would be down in Oxford at that game. Luckily, I would be too. So everything's good. But, yeah, that's coming out. And, again, today a lot of people were thinking that Sankey and Petiti, the Big Ten and the SEC commissioners are about to flex their muscle as they talk about the future of the College Football Playoff Committee and their power and how they structure it and how they split the pie and the revenue and how it's going to be shared. Expect to be hearing that the Big Ten and the SEC are trying to make the ACC and the Big 12 their little bitty brothers. Or they're little step brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's just my little step brother, you know what I'm saying? I'll give them a piece, but I ain't giving it to them all. We're going to keep a lot for me. Or maybe instead of financial concessions, what if the SEC and Big Ten say we get guaranteed 3 spots in the college football playoff? I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a feeling that there's going to be some news today. Make sure you're listening to the stats. And Dacus between 3 to 6 if anything comes down the pipe. And again, Notre Dame, a lot of people have said today that Notre Dame, because, oh my goodness, they're not in a conference, so they don't have a chance to get one of the first round buys, one of the top 4 seeds. Notre Dame can never be one of the top 4 seeds. They got to join a conference. Well, they already do have an automatic buy. And all that NBC money, they don't have to split up. So I don't think this does push them and force them to go and join a conference because they can't have a bye. Because guess what? They already have a built-in bye because they don't have to play in a conference championship game. And their schedule, I read to it earlier, their schedule is soft. Soft as baby poo. USC, A&M, and Florida State are their 3 difficult games. The rest of them are weak sauce. But that's a little college football update. We got spring baseball starting tomorrow. Got Charlotte and the Tigers tonight. Grizzlies, Clippers on Friday. But Hardenwood is coming up next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Gas, groceries, utilities, you name it, the price of everything is going up, and if you're stuck in a bad timeshare with rising maintenance fees, the financial burden can be crushing. It is time to get your finances in order and get the real facts about that timeshare that you are stuck in and your options to get rid of it. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has been helping families out of horrible timeshares for over 10 years and has put together a complete timeshare exit information kit that he will send you absolutely free. To date, over 30,000 families have trusted Wesley Financial Group to help them out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. Get the facts about how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Simply call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit and see how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. Once again, 800-462-3333.
Women here in Memphis are wearing bigger, better quality diamonds and some amazing designer rings thanks to the arrival of Genesis Diamonds. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and Genesis came on the scene here last year and shook up the jewelry world big time with rock-bottom prices on diamonds, a selection that's like 20 times ordinary stores, designer rings you can't find anywhere else, and guarantees and warranties that are the strongest in America. A relaxed, no-pressure, laid-back experience with no commission salespeople. Everybody here is loving what Genesis is doing, whether you want a lab-grown
silicone diamond or a natural diamond, Genesis will easily beat anyone else's price. The owner is a former diamond wholesaler, and Genesis has cornered the market on the world's most acclaimed designer rings. They have all the top 10 designers in the bridal world, thousands of handcrafted rings made by the premier designers. For whatever special occasion you have coming up, don't go to the old-fashioned stores for the same old, same old. Discover the store that's raised the bar in quality, selection, and value. Prepare to be blown away. Genesis Diamonds on Poplar at Perkins Extended.
Mercedes-Benz hasn't just made the electric experience extraordinary, they've made it extra easy, too. The latest Mercedes Me Connect app lets you remotely track, locate, lock, unlock, preheat, or pre-cool your vehicle. You can even preset your route and check how much battery power is remaining, all from your smartphone. From the inspired EQE sedan to the boundlessly capable EQS SUV, every vehicle in the Mercedes-Benz electric portfolio comes equipped with the latest generation of AI-powered MBUX voice command technology on board. Whatever it is you need, whether it's a faster way to reach your destination, the location of the nearest fast charging station, a little extra heat in the cabin, or the best coffee shop in the area, all you have to say is, "Hey, Mercedes." The vehicles are all electric. The feeling's all Mercedes. The choice is all yours. Test drive a Mercedes-Benz electric model today at your local dealer or learn more at MBUSA.com/EQ.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 9 to 11 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelge and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop, here on Sports 56. Real sports talk.
It's a new year, and Family Leisure has a new way to bring family and fun together. All you have to do is walk into Family Leisure and look around. All those floor model patio sets you see, those have got to go. So Family Leisure can make room for all the new sets coming. Get a wicker sofa set for under $2,000. Pool tables under $1,500. Theater seating for under $2,000. Hot tubs for $4,000 or just for yourself. If you really want to lounge, they're under $5,000. Need patio cushions? Get them as low as $25. Oh, have you seen those infrared steam saunas? Well, now they and the traditional saunas are 25% off. It may just be the first few weeks of 2024, but that doesn't mean you can't start getting ready for summer. Two final things. Purchase your above-ground pool now and get first in line for installation, and take advantage of special financing that's available. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, bringing the family and the fun back together.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Wednesday, people. Tigers hoops tonight. Gonna find out if it just gets worse or maybe it gets a little better. I don't know what we're gonna find out tonight, but I'll definitely be watching 7 o'clock tonight. Oh, and if you can't make it to the game or find a TV, don't forget, listen to Dave, man. Tears it up on the airwaves, calling them Tiger games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to check it out. You'll love it. Also, something you need to check out is Top Gun. You know why? One, it's the largest range in the Mid-South, but I don't know if you know this. Size isn't their only difference. Top Gun has the best instructors with over 300 years combined experience. Plus, they got classes all the way from first shot to master marksmanship. Top Gun's affordable. The gold membership's just $48 a month. That's just $1.60 a day for unlimited range time. Free gun rentals with the purchase of ammo. They have over 100 different pistols. Plus, you get access to the Members Lounge, Top Gun 2770 Whitten Road, TopGunMemphis.com. Always shoot with the best. Top Gun Memphis. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Well, this sounds like another spot. but it's not. Got bad news for you winos out there. Yo, winos, can I get a what up? You know all those people who are like, yeah, man, I love to drink my red wine because it's good for my heart.
Okay.
It has a lot of antibiotics.
I don't know what voice we're doing, but yeah.
I'm doing a wino.
Okay.
A sophisticated wino.
Okay.
Like a lawyer wino.
I see. I've never met a lawyer that sounds like that, but okay.
All right, whatever, man. You just don't get out enough, man.
I guess you're right. No,
you're
that's a
just
great
not
point.
getting out,
I
man.
know.
Just not getting out enough. But if
I
you're,
spend my time watching a bad conference play basketball at the Big 12.
well, I'm glad you do this. I'm glad because actually the games are great. Let's not disparage the games.
Just disparage the teams.
Just the teams. Just the teams. Well, just the teams' chances of going far in the NCAA tournament.
Right. Even though, I'll save it. Go ahead.
Yes, even though they're going to have 8-9 teams in.
No, that's not what I was going to say. Please go ahead. I'll bring it up later. I don't want to get you off your subject.
Medical professionals now are coming out and saying, because you know that for a long time, what did people used to say to you? I drink red wine because it's good for my heart.
Right.
You've heard that many times, right? Sorry, people. No reason to drink red wine because the cardiologists say that red wine actually increases your blood pressure, which is bad for your heart. Ergo, any antioxidants that you get from the red wine are not going to help out your heart. Plus, it has more carcinogens, or it has more cancer-causing agents than it actually has antioxidants that fight the cancer. So, like your free radical antioxidants that are coming in your red wine, they ain't even stopping the bad stuff they putting in you. You know what I'm saying? So all you people who are like, I drink red wine because it's healthy, stop it. Just get the best, bro. Just get Tito's, man. Tito's is gluten-free. It really is. It's made 100% from corn. It doesn't have all that sugar in it, like the dead-gum red wine. So, again, this isn't a spot. I'm just telling all you people out there, I didn't want to be the one who ruined your day. It's the doctors who ruined it. And by the way, they've done research for like the last 8 years, and they say it's 100% conclusive that red wine is not good for you or healthy. Why did it take them 8 years to tell us, or 8 years for them to figure this out? And why did they for so long say it was good for you? How many winos out there, or people, a lot of people that had bad hearts would actually go, you know what, I'm going to start drinking red wine. They were just hurting themselves, man. So I'm here to save people's lives. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm also a little bit upset, man.
Are you?
Yep. Did you hear about the Powerball dude? He won $340 million. At least he thought he did. His name is John Cheeks. So he gets lottery tickets. He's one of them guys who goes out there and puts in his own little number, gets the winner, whatever. So he checks the DC lottery website after the lottery like every week because he plays the same numbers. On the website, the official website, guess what was going down?
What's that?
His numbers were there.
Okay.
He freaks out. He thinks he won $340 million. My man says he didn't shout. He didn't scream. He just called his longtime friend, asked him for a bunch of advice. They screenshot the picture. They, told their families. They reach out to lawyers. Started doing a little bit of financial work here and there. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, he went to redeem his prize and take it to the D.C. office for lottery and gambling. And when he got there, guess what?
What's that?
They told him, oops.
Whoa.
And he would have said, oops, what do you mean? He said, sorry. Somebody accidentally posted one number that's wrong.
Whoa.
My man literally, okay, you understand, my man just goes, you don't just show up at the DC Lottery Commission or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like he took off, he reached out and got an attorney, you know what I mean? He put in a little bit of work. Don't know if he quit his job. My man thinks he won $340 million, and he walks up and he's like, bro, this ain't you messed up my damn order. Just fix it. This ain't oh, man, yo, man, I'm sorry. I was supposed to get fries or something.
Right.
Or, dude, you gave me a fruit cup, man. It was supposed to be potato chips.
That's crazy.
$340 million. I mean, this dude, and by the way, it was up on the website for a few days. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you, like, what would you do? Like, how would, okay, so you know, like, ignorance is bliss, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't know what it's like, you just, but like to think that I have $340 million. Like, let me just tell you something. Like, what if, like, could you imagine, you know, I hear there's some good shake junks in D.C.
Uh-huh.
What if my man went straight to his bank, grabbed, like, he only had like $5,000 in his account.
Right.
And he's like, yo, man, I need that 5 large, like, right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he took in him and his boys, and they went out to celebrate at the club. And you're making it rain like as close as Ja Morant. Like, you're trying to be like a little Ja.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Throwing that money in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, you, like, also take off work. You're not getting paid for it. And you go, and you, like, about to cash in your $340 million. And then they're like, sorry, we made a mistake.
Yikes.
Bro, I just spent my life savings last night at the Junt.
Not good.
How am I going to pay my bills? I'm about to get fired because I didn't even call in today. Mm-hmm. And I'm not at work, obviously. Like, I mean, you see how many things could go south?
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad for that dude. Like, that's terrible. And I also feel bad. I actually can't believe I'm saying this for Tom Brady. Yup. Tom Brady's calling BS on Giselle, and I'm calling BS myself. Listen, man, you know what? Like, we as men don't come in and support other men as much as we need to. You know what I'm saying? Because you know when a breakup happens, like, your boys ain't really got your back because they don't care.
Right.
And y'all don't really, like, talk about that stuff. Heck, and your boy might even be excited that you broke up because he's like, man, you know, I always thought your girl was kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You never know. I'm just saying it's not, like, a big deal. But, like, girls, like, they're, like, all like, oh, come here. I'm so sorry for your loss. You're better without him. He wasn't good enough for you anyway.
Sure.
You know, like, they get a lot of positive reinforcement.
Uh-huh.
I think Tom Brady needs some positive reinforcement.
Okay.
He's a little upset. He's a little twisted because Giselle, instead of having her girls, like, get her back because she was leaving her husband, it turns out it was what's his name, Joaquin Valente or whatever, the jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, their yoga instructor.
No, he's a jiu-jitsu master,
instructor or whatever.
Tom Brady started doing jiu-jitsu with him. One day, Giselle says, I want to join in the jiu-jitsu class and I want to learn. And Tom Brady's like, oh, use my guy, Mr. Valentine. And next thing you know, they're rolling around on the floor and he's doing more than giving her an arm bar, if you know what I'm saying. Whew. Well, Giselle said, you know, they are dating. And he has been, like, coming out of her house every morning because I'm looking at the TMC hot shots of him coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And Giselle claimed that she didn't start dating Joaquin until June of 2023. And you know what Tom Brady finally did? He just went out there and called BS.
Right.
Because Giselle did this whole spread in People magazine about her and her new jiu-jitsu boyfriend, but of course made it very, very, very apparent that, oh, we might have known each other, like, for a year and done jiu-jitsu for, like, a year while me and Tom Brady started to grow apart and get divorced. But it hadn't, and we might have started dating, like, the day I left the damn house. He's, like, picking up the kids at my school. But we didn't start dating until months later. Come on, Giselle. You really think people are that stupid? Well, I can tell you one thing. Tom Brady ain't that stupid. And Tom Brady called BS. It's about time somebody reach out to Tom Brady and tell him it's going to be all right. You're going to do all right. And by the way, like, bro, like, let's just be real. He's young. She went young. Like, if you got the money and know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tom Brady, good luck. You're going to be all right. I have a feeling Tom's going to be all right.
I would agree with that.
You think so?
He's a good-looking guy.
I mean, he's also rich, too. I mean, he's got like a 300. You know, next year, he's going to be doing the broadcast. He's going to be a part of the A-team next year. Who do you think is going to actually end up being better at their job when this is all said? Is it going to be Greg Olsen or Tom Brady?
It's a good question.
Because Greg Olsen is fabulous at it, and he doesn't get enough credit. But he's now going down a step because Tom Brady is coming in next year. But, hey, Greg, Giselle didn't leave. You know, you didn't lose your wife to the jiu-jitsu instructor. Yeah, so just feel for Tom. Tom, good luck out there, buddy. And then Travis Kelce, bro. I have a bad feeling this is going to end bad for Travis. Do you know he hopped on a private jet to go to Sydney, Australia? You know why?
I'm guessing Taylor's performing in Sydney.
Yeah, you know who sent for Travis in the private jet?
Who's that?
That would be T-Swizzle.
Okay.
Like, how many girls? Hey, babe, I'm going to send a private jet to come get you and
Great.
fly you down under.
I wish I was as lucky.
What I'm just saying is my man's life is pretty awesome. And now he's, like, living the billionaire lifestyle. Everything's going good. Is Travis Kelce now, because I thought it was going to be T-Swizzle who got her heart broken and writes a song about Travis Kelce. That was my original predicament and belief. But now I'm starting to believe Travis Kelce is getting a taste for caviar. And he don't want to go back to the Arby's. You know what I'm saying? Or no, Captain D's. He wants caviar, not Captain D's, bro.
She's got to have a song already written, right, for their breakup. I mean, she's dropping an album in like April.
I mean, is she gonna break his little heart?
Well, I'm just saying, just in case. Like, you know, you got to have one in case. You know, I think she's dropping an album in like April or May. So, you know, that's a couple months and something could happen. I mean, I gotta feel like she has like a song as a placeholder just in case something happens, they break up. She can throw it on the album and have that, because that would be great.
If T-Swizzle breaks up with Travis Kelce, does she still pretend to be friends with Brittany Mahomes?
No.
I totally agree. We got to take a quick timeout. We got bets on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Are you struggling to pay your IRS tax bill? Do you have unfiled tax returns? Is the IRS threatening to garnish your wages or levy your bank accounts? You need an ally. Allies Tax Relief has professionals ready to fight for you. Their enrolled agents, tax attorneys, and CPAs have handled cases like yours for over 30 years, and they've saved millions of dollars for taxpayers just like you. Call now for a free consultation, 800-229-2496, or go to alliestaxrelief.com.
All 650 acquisition fee, Forte RE722-812, MSRP 21,590, Sorrento PG 242710, MSRP 33,010, Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38,705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hey, Jeff Allen, you ready to get this party started at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
You bet I am, Randy. Gossett's got your new Kia that gets 41 MPG highway. 2024 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. Need extra room? How about a 2023 Kia Sorrento LX at $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. And a 2024 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive 450 $269 a month. $34.99 due at signing. All 36-month lease.
Plus, get peace of mind because with every Gossett Kia, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or online, KiaMountMoriah.com.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
They say you can't pick the best barbecue in Memphis.
Who is they?
The people that say things.
Like what?
Well, that you can't pick the best barbecue in Memphis.
Well, that's ridiculous. It's Central Barbecue.
Well, I'm telling you, these people said that you can't even say Central Barbecue is the best barbecue in Memphis.
But it is. There's no better slow smoked, perfectly cooked barbecue in Memphis or anywhere else.
Look, I'm just saying that they say...
What else did they say?
Well, that the earth is flat.
You have got to get off of social media.
That's what they say as well.
Looking for your next car? Give Car Corner a try. Car Corner, located at 2653 Mount Moriah. They specialize in cars under $15,000. Bad credit? No problem at Car Corner. CarCornerMemphis.com. That's CarCornerMemphis.com. They even have cash cars under $7,000. That's Car Corner at 2653 Mount Moriah. CarCornerMemphis.com. Look for the building with the teal green roof.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Dacus all day long. Big thanks to him for just being so wonderful, and also Dustin Starr for joining us. And I hope your hump day has been beautiful as the weather.
John, would you like to guess who Mark Torvik has as the most likely team, the best chance to win the national championship this year in college basketball?
UConn?
Wrong.
Tennessee?
Wrong.
Purdue?
Wrong.
Who?
The University of Houston Cougars. They have a 24.3% chance of winning the national championship.
Is he a young fella who did this and he just has a thing for older women?
He is not.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right, man.
How
I don't
about
think you just trying to hit me upside the head with a little Big 12 love.
Big
aren't
12
you?
has a 35.8% chance of winning the national championship.
Well, do you know?
SEC has 16.
All right. Listen, I don't know if I trust the numbers. You
Hey,
know?
look, I'm just giving you data.
Hey, why? Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. I will say this, though. Tonight, Duke plays Miami, and Miami is terrible.
They're bad.
Miami's a great place to go, but I'm laying the 6.5 with the Dukies. Enjoy that money, man. Get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, this is Troy Fivesh, owner of Fivesh Roof Services. If you need a new roof for your home or business, we hope to hear from you and will work hard to earn your business. We are experts and certified in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and gutter installation. I have been serving the Memphis area for over 20 years, and now with two of my sons working with me, we plan to be here for years to come. So if you need a roof, please give us a call. On a personal note, what a great time it is to be a Memphis sports fan. With the Grizzlies and the Redbirds and 901 FC, not to mention Tigers football and basketball, It's going to be a fun year. Thanks to Coach Silverfield and Coach Hardaway and their staffs for their dedication to the student and athletes, the University of Memphis, the City of Memphis, and us fans. Five Ash Roof Services, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Join us celebrating 26 years of Napa Cafe. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I'm inviting you over for dinner. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner of scrumptious combinations, fresh salads, homemade soups, or maybe start with an appetizer, like our baked Dungeness crab dip with manchego cheese, lemon, garlic, and French baguette toast. Drift into one of our fresh seafood dishes, like the caramelized sea scallops with curry beurre blanc, black forbidden rice, and Thai mango salad. Or our ancho honey glazed salmon with creamy black bean puree, avocado pico de gallo, and jalapeno crema. Maybe you're looking for something cozy and comforting, like our Duroc pork chop with apple brandy demi-glaze and blue cheese bacon mashed potatoes. We have something for everyone. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. I'd sure love to see you.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language? In as little as 3 weeks, Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?